Welcome to the final segment, friend. Where do we go from here? Well, the point of this entire series is to introduce you to the concept of what would Muhammad do, to try and give you some of the learning tools to study Islam on Islam's terms. Now, we've gotten to the end of this series, and I want you to know this is a very focused series on a few aspects of Muhammad's life in Sharia law, and there's more coming. We will bring out at some point What Would Muhammad Do Part 2, or some continuing type of study for the West to look at Islam on Islam's terms as it applies to various aspects of life and politics. So keep your eye open for it. We'll see what it's called, but it will be available. So where do we go from here? Number one, show this to your friends. Why not? Loan it to someone. Tell them, hey, you've got to watch episode 3, or you've got to watch that section on the Sharia law. Whatever you think is going to really benefit people that you know, that you work with, family members, perhaps a Bible study at your house, or really a Quran study at your house, using this material. I want you to feel free to duplicate the printed material that came along with this. If you want to use it as study notes for the group, it might actually be less expensive for you to just contact us and order more copies. Either way, I want you to use this material for the good of your community. Number two, keep studying. Keep studying. We should not say to ourselves, hey, we watched that series. I wrote that series. I produced it. I'm an expert now, and really there's nothing more I could learn. No, we don't want to have that kind of an attitude. Keep going back to primary sources. For sure, buy and read the book by Ibn Ishaq, The Life of Muhammad. If you want to venture further, read Ibn Kathir. If you want to invest $700 or $800 or $900, get the huge series by Al-Tabari. Something that would be very beneficial to you would be to buy an inexpensive short history of Islam. There are a lot of them out there. Buy one that is written by a Muslim, and you can go to a bookstore and flip through them. Get one that has a section on a glossary of terms, because there are a lot of Islamic words that are starting to fly around, and a lot of people don't know what they mean and don't know where to go to find what they mean. So I encourage you, keep studying, get some of these books and these materials, get a short history of Islam. For sure, buy a paperback Quran and start to read it. And by the way, this is very important. When you read the Quran, you have to remember that the book is not in a chronological order. There's a short introductory surah or chapter, and then they basically go from the longest surahs to the shortest. So Surah 2 or chapter 2 is the longest one. But as you go through these surahs, they're out of chronological order, and you'll read them and you'll say, I don't get it. In this one, Muhammad says, kill people about their religion. But in this one, he says, there shall not be any compulsion in religion. Why does it seem like there's contradictions? It has to do with when the surah was given.